Yes, how's it going, guys? Hope you're well. Today I want to show you inside of a packaging factory. All of our goods are made and processed through packaging. It's the first touch point our customer has with the product. So I want to show you inside how your packaging is made from start to finish, as well as showing you how you can get better details, better quality, better pricing once you understand the process start to finish. So let's go take a look inside this factory. We're here in Foshan in Guangdong, China, and I want to show you everything you need to know about your packaging. Let's go. Welcome to the printing workshop. Alright, so I'm here with Matthew just now, and Matthew and I met at the Global Sources Show in Hong Kong, and that video will be linked up above as well. And when we met, we had a really nice conversation. You really impressed me with all the different packaging styles and options that you had, but as well as that, you also explained the pricing, and I thought your pricing was very good. So I was like, right, I need to come down and see the factory. So that's why we're here today. Matthew, thank you very much for having us. And I'm going to ask Matthew a bunch of questions. And by the way, whoever wants to get their packaging made here as well, I'll put all the company information down below so you can contact Matthew directly. But let's understand how the packaging is now made. So initially, Matthew, like where does it start?
First step is we purchasing the paper from our paper factory. And then the first step is we cutting the paper. It's like this machine. We cutting the area we don't need, or the cutting to the measurement we need by this machine. This is the first step, packing this machine.
So this is completely custom to the customer's orders, right? So when you go for like a small box, big box, paper box, first of all, you start with the material of the paper, which you can see all the way around here. You have all the different paper styles, and then you set it in the machine to the dimensions that you want. So I guess like here on this machine, you've got the dimensions, right?
We can choose the dimension we need, and it will cut.
And then you can see there how it's actually cut as well. And what's really interesting is that all the wastage material is also gathered and recycled as well, and then that's then used to make
a new paper.
Cool. So step one is, and we get the paper, we store it, we set the dimensions, and then we cut it. So what happens after we cut the paper?
After we cut the paper, we will send to our printing workshop.
Welcome to the printing workshop.
This is a UV printing machine.
So UV printing?
Yes, for printing the silver paper or the plastic.
So this is UV here, right?
Yeah, this is a silver paper.
Oh, so that's the silver?
Yeah, this all the silver paper.
And that's UV?
We use this UV printing machine to print the color on it.
Cool.
The UV means UV light. We make the ink dry quickly. So if it's plastic or laminated, like this paper, you can make the ink dry quickly.
We have the UV printing, we cut it, and the outcome we want to achieve is something like this, right? It's a nice color style, but that's going to be made in a machine like this, right?
Yes, cool. Let's see inside.
Cool. So it might be a little bit noisy in the background because we've got an operational machine behind us, but Matthew, so what we're doing here?
Now, after we put the paper into the printing machine, when they print, we take one or two pieces from here. Take one or two pieces and put under the light so we can see the colors. It's right, and use this to check. It's the same wetting color in the right area, and use this machine to check if the color is how many percent different than the original sample. We check this, check it. Oh, it's 2%. It's not okay. Then we will need to check.
So if I was to send you my original packaging, and then I wanted you to make my packaging exactly how it is, you can use this to test the color of what you made versus what was the original.
Yeah.
Cool.
Usually we will control it under 1%.
Under 1%.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you got like a magnifying glass here as well to check the quality. And so Matthew, you also have here like the CMYK printing.
Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't understand CMYK, you have these 4 different colors.
Yeah.
And with these 4 colors, you can print any color of packaging.
Any colors.
Cool.
And if the box is too yellow, so we choose the yellow and make it yellow down. And we also have this, the Pantone color book. The Pantone color book. So if you need a color, same as the panel color, you just give us the code.
Cool.
And we will bring as the
So we can match our color.
Yes.
All right, so this is a giant machine, which is basically where they're gonna print all the different colors, right? And every different color that goes into the packaging has its own color of paint. I mean, it's all added color after color after color, and it's mixed together, right? And Matthew's explaining that this machine, it's made in both Germany and Japan.
Yes, yes.
And then you purchase it here. And this machine, I think you explained, it cost over $2 million.
Yes, yes, yes. Very expensive.
Very expensive machine. So I want to take you guys on top of the machine just to see all the different colors and how it's added. And we've asked the machine to be turned off for a second just because it's very noisy when it's in operation. So let's go check it out.
And each tank means one color.
And then you've got the paint there, like on the, so you got yellow here, you got red there, you got blue there.
Yes.
And then that's essentially the one that you're printing right now.
Yes.
So every single color is then added at each different point, right?
Yeah.
So let's go check out what will be the final output of the box. So here is just all the blank card, right? So is this where it starts, and then on that side is where it finishes?
Yes, yes.
All right, so you can hear the machine working behind us, so it's quite loud. But every color that you saw there has its own mold. So here, per color, those are the parts that were added. And then if it's a red or a yellow, then we have another mold like this, where you add that color, and it's all layered on top of each other, just so you get an idea. That's what the mold looks like for the carton. All right, so here we also have the exact same machine, but this is just without UV. So if you're just doing like normal plain color,
we call it offset printing machine.
Offset printing machine. So if we're doing something like this, and is this made with CMYK as well?
It is also by the CMYK.
So just 4 colors, and then and the CMYK colors are, I don't know if you can see it, but they're on that edge there as well. So if you can zoom in there, see that black, yellow, pink and blue. With those 4 colors, you can print any color that you want. So those 4 colors are mixed to make any of these. So this is just where you make like the normal printing box, and you have the machine here.
These 2 machines.
But these machines are made in China, or they're?
I know this 2 is made by Japan.
Also Japan.
Yes, it's the blue color.
Very cool.
This is the machine name.
And how much does a machine like this cost?
It's half of cost than that one.
So just over $1 million.
Yes.
And out of interest, like your customers are mainly US brands or European brands or local Chinese brands?
Yes, they're all my clients.
All your clients?
Yes.
Cool, perfect, awesome, cool. So just to summarize, we saw the paper arrive, we saw the paper getting cut, we saw it going into the UV machine, we saw the gloss printing, and then we saw the actual just normal paperboard box as well. And now that is outside of the factory, we're going to go to a different room and see what other types of packaging they make here as well.
Touching area.
All right, so here we've got 2 different lamination machines, right?
Lamination.
So lamination essentially just adds that coating and that film onto it sort of like protects the packaging, but also makes it feel a little bit nicer as well, right?
We have a glossy and matte and a soft touch. Oh, many types.
So a gloss finish, matte finish, and soft touch. I really like the matte finish finishing here. So that's done on this machine
that
here.
is a matte finish.
Okay, so that's the film that you use, and then that goes over. All right, let's have a close look at that. Cool. Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're well, and I hope you're enjoying this video so far. If you are getting value from this video, please do me a solid favor and please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps more than you know. The more you can subscribe, it shows the channel is larger. It allows me to do more videos like this. When I contact factories and say, hey, can I show your production process and can I showcase your products? The larger the channel is, the more likely they are to accommodate us. And I really want to spend more time in China visiting factories for physical products, for packaging and all that other stuff as well. So if you could do me a solid, subscribe, and I'm going to bring way more videos inside factories showing you how goods are made and more discounts for you guys all the time. All right, take care, all the best. Let's get back to the video. All right, so here is where we can see the finishing. The paper is loaded in there, and then here's where they add the coating, and then that goes through here. Through here. Fed through there, and then here the finished output stacks up. They're just adding the matte finishing. It's very thick. So if you ever have any foil on your packaging like that, this is where it's added as well. So this is the paper that we were seeing before, and then the foil is added in there, and all the foils are interchangeable, and then you add them here, it's processed here, and then as we come round, This is where it comes out. An example of what that foil looks like. That was where it was at. Very cool.
Here is the printing. We make it sure it's the printing is right, and then all the black area can block the foil, so it's in the right area. So when you use this to make
that's
sure.
that nice glossy finish, which we just saw from the foil that was added onto the paper, onto the pink cards, and then we get that nice finish. And then here's where you do the final quality checking, right?
Yes, this is checking.
Perfect, really cool. Awesome. So as you saw the printing there, it's still on that large card like this, right? So that is going to be 4 different boxes. So this paper card with the UV film and the coating and the foil now needs to be cut by the machine. And here you've got some printing molds, right?
Yeah, this is cutting mold.
Right, cool. So essentially, the molds are made to make use of the size of the paper. And what's on the other side of that?
This box it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 boxes.
Nice. And then so that's just then like stamped on top of the boxes, and that's what it's then cut into the paper. Yeah, and you've got a whole bunch of different molds.
Yeah.
Check out these molds as well. So whatever type of box that you have, like these molds make this one. Then you have like this box here made by these molds, this box made by those molds. So it's completely custom, right? So whatever style of box that you have, you will make the molds to then cut the maximum amount of boxes. Perfect. All right, so these 4 machines here are used for the cutting, which you just saw down there. They're not turned on right now, but these are the ones to do the cutting.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I just want your attention for 30 seconds to help take your supply chain to the next level. Now, in all my times of sourcing products for different brands, retailers and licenses, I've noticed that there's 3 big mistakes, which a lot of them are making, which is costing them TMQ. It's costing them time, it's costing them money, and it's costing them quality in their products and in their supply chain. As a way to help fix that, I've put together a quick 60-second quiz, which is available in a link in the description down below, and this will help identify any potential mistakes that you could be making and how to avoid them as well. So click the link, take the quiz down below, and I'll see you guys at the next level.
All right, cool. So we just saw the cutting, and when the cutting is finished, the boxes basically look like this.
Yeah.
And you've got the gloss, you've got the foil, you've got the nice matte finish.
Yeah.
And here in this palette, like you must have like what, I don't know, 10,000
around
of these boxes, and you print this like every single day, right? Like
yes.
How many boxes like this do you think you can output every single day? You've got 4 different cutting machines, so how many boxes can you make in one day?
I need to tell you, my printing machine 1 hour can printing like 20,000 pieces of paper.
So 1 hour, 20,000.
Yes, 1 hour 30,000 pieces of paper. But no, one paper have many boxes.
Wow, for 10 hours, like 200,000 units.
Yes, per hour, it's per hour.
And you've got 4 machines in flow.
Yes.
Times that by 4. That's crazy. So once you have like a flat box like this, you then have to assemble it together, right? Or
yes. So and assemble by this machine.
So you put that in here, right?
Yeah, we put into the machine and it will running the glue.
Oh, so you add the glue to it?
Yes, but first when we glue, we will checking. This system can check the quality. So we check the quality first, then we glue.
Right. So this is like proper like quality control then?
Yes.
So like what's like your defect rate? Do you ever have any boxes which are damaged, or you try and catch it before any damage?
Yes, the damage box is here.
So any boxes you're not happy with, you just put it here and then you don't use it, right?
Yeah, we don't use it.
Or you can recycle as well. Oh,
yes.
That was cool. You see that? So the boxes come through here, and then was that the glue being added there?
Yes, glue in that area.
All right, cool. Oh, that's sick.
This is more clearly.
Oh, so you feed the box through the machine, and then it gets assembled here, right?
Yeah.
So it's folding. Oh, that's cool. And then is glue being added here as well, or you just folding?
Yes. We put the glue first. The machine will put the glue in the glue area first, and then close it.
Ah, very cool. And then the final output looks like that. Oh, cool. This is essentially what is the final output. Nice, beautiful finishing. And then this is how you would send it to your customer, right?
Yeah.
And then they can essentially just take that and do the final assembly.
Each one is 50 pieces box.
50 pieces.
Yes.
And what's the GSM? What's the thickness of it?
And this one is 375.
And you can do like 200, 300, 500, any style that you want, whether it's like thinner one or thicker one. Very cool. And out of interest, like speaking very roughly, what would be the unit cost of a box like this with this type of printing and gloss and finishing and?
This is like 0.08 or 7.
So around 7 or 8 cents per box like
for one box, shiny box.
And you can make 200,000 units.
Yeah.
What would be like the lowest order quantity you would accept? Like if a new customer is watching this video.
MOQ, right?
MOQ.
Yes, 500 pieces.
500 pieces, cool.
Yes.
Your philosophy is more so you want to start and build up with the customer, because anyone who does 500 pieces, maybe just doing this product for the first time, but then that will scale into 1,000, 2,000 pieces per month, and then to the 200,000 pieces per year, which you can produce per day. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. I'm assuming this is like the wasted material, right? So as you're cutting the packaging, this is the bits that you don't use, right?
Yeah.
And I understand in China, like a lot of the packaging and paper that we use is recycled, right?
Yeah.
So what happens to this paper once we decide, right, I'm not going to use this? Where does this go?
The paper factory will collect all the waste paper and will send it back to make it to new paper. Maybe mix.
How do they do that? Like, do they mix it with water and like shred it down?
Yes, yes.
Cool.
And if they have a lamination, they will peel off the lamination off first.
Which is why the lamination is another layer, right? So it can just basically remove, and you can just, you got it. And I was asking you earlier about like sustainability and eco-friendly, and you explained that a lot, the paint which you purchase is eco-friendly paint, right?
Yes, yeah.
Which essentially means that, I think you said that the paint is made from beans, did you say?
Yes, so it's made by beans.
So beans, which is essentially the food that we eat, right?
Yes, yes.
Is then used for the color of the paint.
Yeah.
So it comes from an eco-friendly source.
Yes.
So there's no harmful chemicals or toxins from the paint that you use which go into the packaging, right?
Yes.
Cool, I like that. All right, so it's a little bit quieter out here, but in there you were showing us that there was a QR code on the packaging, right?
Yes.
And what was really unique is that a lot of people use QR code on their packaging, which sends them to a website, but you can do one-of-one QR codes. Like, so if you do 1,000 pieces of packaging, you can have 1,000 different QR codes.
Yeah.
So like, let's say it's a special project, and you want everyone to have a unique number, or every piece is a little bit different, and you want everyone to have their own code. Yeah. And how does that work? You download those codes, and then how does it print onto?
Yes, client get the code to us, and we print the code on the box. When the client scan the code, we will show it's the first time scan or the second time scan.
Cool.
So it's an anti-fake.
Okay, cool. Also like an anti-fakes.
Yeah.
Got you. All right, Matthew, so we're in a sample room just now. This is probably the quietest room in the factory. So if anyone watching this wanted to make their own unique style of packaging, we showed the mass production, but we would make it here in a sample room first. So here you have like a print by machine, and this is essentially just like a one-of-one, like you would just make like 1 or 2 pieces here, but then we would put it through those machines that we just looked at when we're doing the mass production. So here's just basically where you're testing, right? You do the printing, laminating, and then cutting, and then you can send a sample to the customer, right?
Yes, the sample is for the client first, or the package first time. They cannot imagine what my package will going to be. So I use the digital print machine, print first, and do die cutting, do lamination, finish and send it to clients.
So this is digital printing?
Yeah, digital printing.
And what would you call the other printing?
Offset printing and UV printing.
Offset?
Yes.
So offset printing and UV printing is like the mass production style, but digital printing is for the sample.
Yes.
And for anyone watching this who wants to make a sample, how would you want them to send you their artwork?
Yeah, just to send me your logo, we can design for you, or you have artwork, you just give me artwork and we will sample for you. And everyone watching this video, and I will get a free digital sample for you. So anyone watching this video who wants a sample of their own box, you will make a free sample for them. Free sample for them.
Cool. So I'm going to put Matthew's email address down below in the video, and just say you watched the YouTube episode, and then Matthew will take care of you and give you a free sample.
Yes, no problem.
Thank you very much, Matthew. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so you saw the type of different boxes that we did, which were kind of flat packed. But for these types of gift boxes, which are maybe a little bit thicker, they have a little bit more structure to it as well. And you can see here all the different styles that are made as well. If you have something a little bit more deluxe, a little bit more premium that you want to do, you have a nice big machine in here which makes that. So again, inside it's a little bit noisy, but I just want to show you how these boxes are assembled.
This is where the boxes come down.
How would you describe what happens here? The boxes come down this way, yes, and then they're fed into that machine there, right?
Yes, yes. We just need to put the paper in that side and we'll come the finished box.
All right, so this is just a very similar machine, but just on a bigger scale, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, you have the bigger box, and then you have the paper on the bottom, and the machine just connects the two together.
Yeah.
They go on the production line, and then the workers here, they're adding like a little bit
In there,
protection, right?
Yeah, adding in there the inside.
So they add the inner on the inside,
Yeah.
and you stack them on the end of the production line there.
Yes.
All right, Matthew, thank you so much for having us here in your factory in Foshan. It's been a joy, and it's been really good for me to sort of learn more about how the packaging process is done. And do you have any sort of final message or any remarks that you want to share with the audience in terms of how people can learn more about packaging, or how people can share designs with you, or any last words you want to say?
If you have any questions about the packages, you message me, you email me, okay?
Sure, and Matthew, you've been in business in packaging very similar to the same amount of time that I've been working with China as well. So you've been in the packaging business for, you said, I think 12 or 13 years,
Yeah,
right?
12 years.
Cool. So lots and lots of experience. He looks very young, but he has a lot of experience. I've learned a lot from him today as well. So anything you need, just connect us. If you have any questions about the packaging as well, just write them down in the comments below as well, and Matthew will come in and take a look, and you can also write to him directly as well. Thank you guys, have an amazing day, and I'll see you on the next video.